Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to this edition of Yorkville Sports. You're in the nest, the Eagles Nest, and I'm your host, Joe Patrick. Clark Wright will be with us in just a minute. We want to bring you up to date on last week's scores and everything that went on, but, I have to tell you, we have a team that is just rolling down the mountainside. That's our 8U team. That's Bill Stanton's team. I know you guys are going to get tired of us talking about it, but you see, they keep winning, and as long as they keep winning, we'll keep talking. We're going to talk about that and more when we return to the Eagles Nest. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. You know who I am. Who's this guy?
Clark Wright.
Oh, gosh, that's the right answer. I keep saying that. Well, anyway, Clark, I have to say that we have some pretty interesting scores to talk about.
All over the board this week, right?
Yeah, all over. We still have some teams that are still yet to put up a W, but you know something, the teams that they're still playing well.
Okay.
They're still playing well. I mean, we need a win, but they're playing well no matter what.
Okay, right on.
All right. Now, I have to talk to you about this guy, Bill Stanton.
Okay.
The only reason why I'm saying that is because he's got the youngest team in Yorkville, and these guys, they just broke out the gate like thoroughbreds. They just won't stop winning.
The 8U team.
Yeah, that's right. You know what I think
They've been crushing it.
You know what I think we should do? We should get Bill Stanton. I know they swing out on Tuesday.
Okay.
But we should do a call-in next week.
Have him call in.
We should call him, have him call in.
I
We
agree.
should get him in here so that he can talk to us about what his success is. Because you know what? If I had that success in my marriage, I don't know. Maybe my wife would stay home sometime, I don't understand. Honey, come home. You know what I mean?
Rita.
I don't understand it. But
When's the last time Rita cooks for you?
oh my goodness, don't say that. If she sees this show, she might get upset.
Can she cook?
Yeah, I mean, she can cook some things. I don't know. She's got to put together a little cookbook or something like that. But anyway,
You're not easy to cook for, though, man.
nah, especially when you cook like I do, So
This guy's a beast on the grill.
that's what I'm saying. They call me the Grill King. I even want a hat, a Grill King's hat. Yeah. But anyway, let's get into the scores.
Okay.
8U took their first game last week 9-6. That was a pretty close game. But then they turned it around and they did their thing. They won 12-7. So Clark, what can we say about these guys?
They're 7-1 now.
Yeah, that's true.
They're in first place, and for that young of a team, I hear that their pitching has been excellent, and they have a good lineup from top to bottom. They've just been doing their thing and keep it rolling.
But at 8 years old, I mean, we've never had. I remember when you took over a team. You took over your team. They were 8, weren't they? 8?
They were 8 in the spring. Yep.
8 in the spring, and the guys they were okay. But what do you think with you having an 8-year-old team once, and these guys? What is the difference between your team then and this team now, which is still new?
They just matured over the years. They've gotten, stronger, they've gotten taller, and they have a better grasp of the game and what to do in different situations. So they've got that down. A lot of teaching these young kids is the fundamentals and having them master different situations, like first and second, first and third is a tricky situation. But the more that they play, the more that they're in games, experiencing that, the better they get. So it looks like Bill's teaching them well. Also, they've got an excellent assistant coach, Ben. He's in here a lot, works out with the guys very hard, very nice. Very good dude. So, Ben, thanks for coming in here a lot. Good to see you.
Well, you know what? I think it's time for Ben to get his own team. Bill, hey, look, Bill, I don't want to take away your assistant, but anybody that can take the guys and get them to focus in and understand what he's trying to convey, this guy needs his own team, I think.
Do it. Let Arlene know.
Hey, you know what? Boss, Ben needs a team. We got to find a team for him, boss. All right? So, anyway, we're going to move right up to the 9U South. What did 9U South do?
Okay, 9U South, they were away. Looks like they had a good weekend. They've been playing good competitive ball. I believe they're 4-4 on the season now. They won the first game 13-7, so excellent work, and they won the second game 8-7 as well. So they're getting their momentum going. We had a walk-off hit from one of the young guys, one of the twins, the bigger set of the twins. Have you met them?
No, I haven't. I haven't met them. When did they swing out?
They swing on Tuesdays.
Tuesdays also. You know what? I think we got to bring the show in. You know, Tuesday's my day off, and to get me to come in here on my day off, something's got to be
gonna
happening.
Take?
I don't know. They got it. I don't know. Maybe
they pay us the big bucks for this show, though.
Well,
right?
you know what? That's why they got to come to us. You know, come in here on Thursday. Bring the guys in on Thursday.
Okay.
I don't know about that. But it just seems like the 9U South, they did take it on the chin a couple of times the first week or so.
Right.
And they turned it around. It looks like they're 500.
500. I know Adelphi, that the group of kids, they're talented, but they can be a little bit all over the place. I mean, they're still young bucks at 9, but looks like they're doing well, so great work.
All right, well, there you have it. So we're going to go to 9U North. 9U North took it on the chin over the weekend. They lost their first game 7-1. And it seems like in our younger divisions, all of our guys, it's that first game. They get that first game in. They don't get it over. They don't get it on, get over, and get in. And then the second game, they play better. In this case, they didn't win, though, the 9U North. They lost their second game 11-6. But still, if they're scoring 6 runs, giving up that 11, it just means that there's something in the defensive part. I know you guys are tired of me being redundant and just talking about defense all the time. But in any sport, you have to stop the other team from scoring points. From getting runs, from getting touchdowns. No matter what you do, you have to stop them. So maybe they should, the coaches should work more on defense, I guess. Defense and pitching. But then again, pitching is not an absolute, well, is it an absolute science? It's not really an absolute science because every time you release the ball, it's always doing different things.
Yeah, man, pitching is the toughest thing to do in baseball, I think.
Yeah, so, well, we just gotta work on it. We'll work on it a little more. We're going to go into the 10U South. That's his team over here. I don't want to brag about this team over here. These guys go south all the time. They're like birds. They like eagles. They fly south but they fly south for the spring. For the fall. And now they're here in the spring. They're not flying south. They're sending people home. I don't know what they're doing. We're going to look at on the board behind us, on the screen behind us, Mr. Newman, Alan Newman, sent in some pictures, some video footage of the last game. What you play? The Mahopac guys?
Yeah, we're up in Mahopac, the Mahopac Indians.
Okay.
We had a long drive up there, but we capitalized.
All right, take a look. Keep watching.
And we won the first game 11-1. Sam Friedman threw, I believe it was 4 innings, and I think he gave up maybe 1 or 2 hits. I hadn't seen him throw that hard since our tournament in Delaware. He was in the zone, and when Sam's in the zone, he's probably one of the best pitchers in the league at that age group.
I watched him pitch, too. Sam gets in there.
He's a stud, man.
The whole team, he's got a team full of studs. So
he's a great ball player. We played excellent defense, and I was impressed with how aggressive we were at the plate, hitting the ball hard, and challenging their defense. We're hitting the ball so hard that they had troubles making the plays, so that's always great to see as a coach. And we did it from top of the order all the way down. Justin Gershon, as our leadoff guy, was very productive as normal. Mike Kolodny had an excellent hit to left field, smoked it. Zach Newman had a few ones that he really smoked it as well. Maddie Israelian had a great game. Everybody was swinging it well, so I was happy that Alex swung it real well. And played good D. Eric Otterburn had an excellent catch in left center. And Theo King came in and won that second game, 11-1 as well. So TK did an awesome job too. So.
All right, and you also took the second game by the same numbers, 11-1, right?
Yeah, I think those numbers are right. There may have been one 11-0 and one 11-1. Couldn't keep track, but we only got 4 innings in, unfortunately.
Oh, what did you got? Time ruled?
It's the mercy rule.
Oh, mercy rule.
Mercy rule. So,
Mercy Hospital. That's what I keep trying to tell everybody. You know, Clark, you take people to Mercy. He takes people to Mercy Hospital all the time. Him and Bradshaw. You know, now I think Ben's team, they ate you guys. We're going to tell them about the Mercy Hospital thing. But there's this hospital. It's off Peninsula Boulevard in Long Island. It's called Mercy. And what we do is we send the teams there first, and then if they get back on the bus, then we spank them around. Other than that, we just put in the Mercy rule right away.
Agreed.
That's what we did. Right away. Mercy, mercy. All right, so we're going to move right along to 10U North. 10U North took it on the chin a little bit, but in their first game, they lost, 11-9, and they lost 13-4 in their second game. But still, 9 runs. They got close. They got very close.
It looks like the first game they played really well.
Yeah.
Just maybe had some unfortunate breaks, and you know that's how baseball is. It swings back and forth. You got to keep the momentum going throughout the game.
Inches. A game of inches. The ball can get this close to you, and then next thing you know it's gone. You know, and what about flying, running down fly balls? I mean, that's one thing that we have to teach our guys how to do that. Not that I see that that's what they're doing. They're not running down fly balls, but when we take our group out on our after-school program, one of the hardest things for the young guys to do is to identify where the ball is going to be.
Tracking it.
You know, tracking that ball and running it down. So fly balls is a very important thing.
Tough.
Maybe we should start. Maybe some of the teams should start working on that, or is it that they're losing it at the plate? What do you think?
Maybe a little bit of both. These guys are coming in here for the swing out. Looks like they're loaded up, ready to go for this weekend. And hopefully come back and turn it around. I mean, we're not even halfway through the season yet, so they can still turn it around. There's no doubt about it.
Okay. So we're going to run right along, do 11U South.
Okay, 11U South lost game 1 11-9, and they won the second one 12-10. I think they're 500. You know, they've been spinning the wheels a little bit as well, and that's one of our best teams. So,
all right, you know. We can have good players, you know, but again, anybody can beat anybody on any given day. So, you know, you got to get up to play the game every day. When, you know, wake up in the morning, eat those Wheaties, and get on out there and do your thing.
That's how baseball is, man. You know, it's not always the best team that's going to win. It's who wants it the most. So.
That's true. It's kind of sort of like the Rangers are doing. I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, that's rough.
My gosh. And then we have the 11U North team. The 11U North team lost 15-4. And in their second game, they lost 14-12. That is a nail-biter. They put up all those runs, both teams.
They seem like they've been scoring a lot of runs this year. Whenever we do their report, it's always a high amount of runs. So I think they're hitting the ball well. Just, once again, that pitching and defense. That's what you really got to hound on in practice. So.
I know that it's kind of like our Achilles heel.
Yeah.
You know, man, that Achilles, boy, that's a bad injury, man. You can't
mess with that.
You can't walk if you get your Achilles all screwed up. So anyway, so we did the 11Us. Now we're going to go into the 12U, the 12U team. Our 12U team lost the first game 8-7. 8-7, but they turned around and won.
Good.
5-4 in the second game.
Awesome. Two very close games.
That's it. So
good for
what
them.
do you say about them? I mean, you see them all the time. What is the 12U like?
Yeah, I mean, they seem like they're a little bit more focused now and been practicing harder in here, and it seems like they want to make it happen and get some wins. So stringing together some wins and close games. So keep it up.
All right, here 13. Do 13 for us.
Okay. 13, that Brad's team.
Yeah, that's Bradshaw.
Okay. They said they played a really good opponent. They lost the first one 3-1. I think Chris Ling pitched in that first one. They usually bring the saw in game 2.
Okay.
And they were able to win the second one 14-8. So they split, but once again, they played a good other team, and they got challenged and took 1 out of 2. So that's what's up.
All right. I think that they're above 500.
Oh, yeah.
They're above 500 too, and you were in here with them last night. And one thing about them, the team is very loose.
Very.
They come in here, they just have that kind of like a certain swagger about the guys. They're confident. It's not a cocky confidence, but they know that they still have to get their work in. But they're a sure bunch of guys. They know exactly
Right.
what they've
been playing together with each other for so long that I think there's a lot of good buddies on that team. So, they're loose. They enjoy practicing. I mean, how can you not come in here and enjoy taking BP for an hour? I wish I had that when I was younger. That at that age, it's awesome opportunity. So they enjoy the swing out, and when they're in the cage, they focus and do their thing. So It shows.
All right, and then we're going to round out the report for today with the 14U. 14U again, they're losing. They're losing right now. This is a good team. They're coached by Greg Downing. Greg Downing is a baseball guy. He's a pitcher, and he knows he loves these boys. I mean, he puts it in, win, lose, or draw. He's in here with them. He doesn't matter. He just wants them to learn and get better. They lost their first game 10-2, and in the second game they dropped it 11-3. So what can I say? We just got to do our thing.
I know that they lost a few really good players this year. Big Arthur.
Yeah, Arthur
He was their
Long.
cleanup hitter.
Yeah.
And he's a beast, man.
And Arthur can rake. I mean, I remember Arthur. He was about 5 feet nothing. Now he's taller than I am.
He's about 6'2" at 14 years old.
Ooh, the Arthur's big, but Arthur still comes around. He's doing his thing. He's playing for his school, so
Right.
he can't balance both. But we wish Arthur well. I just wish you were here with us, guy. You know what I mean? But
they have some other good hitters on there, man. They just they need to put it back together. And as you get older, competition's going to naturally get harder, and you got to adapt to it.
That's it. Well, that's the report for today. What we're going to do is we want to give you a little bit of the overall standings. Now, I don't know if everybody wants to hear the standings, but we're going to give you where everybody's at right now. Here we go. So, with that said, Clark, give us the standings. Here we go.
As we said, 8U North is doing really well, 7-1. 9U North is 0-8 right now. This may be a learning season. Hopefully they can turn it around.
All right.
9U South is 3-5. Okay. 10U North is 0-8. 10U South is 6-1-1. 11U North 2-6. The South team is 4-4. 12U is 2-6. 13U is 5-3. So we were right above 500. They had a 4-game winning streak.
Okay.
So nice work on that. And then 14U is 1-2-1.
All right.
So you know what? Keep working hard, but the main thing, enjoy what you're doing out there and take pride in it and just love the game. That's the most important thing.
All right, well, that's all we have time for. Clark has to get in the cage. You know that we come here every week. We try to give you everything that we can in terms of what's going on. So when we return, as a matter of fact, we're not even going to return. What we're going to do is we're going to close out. We're going to keep watching Mr. Alan Newman's videos from your team's Mahopac victories.
Yeah.
Mahopac victories of last week. So we're going to roll the credits and we're going to watch that going on. So remember, you're in the nest, the Eagles' nest, and what we do as Eagles, we fly higher than everybody else. We come down on them with our talents, and we shake things around and shake things up to bring about the best program in New York City or anywhere in youth sports. If you want to get more information, just log on to yyaa.org, click on the sport of your choice, and get it going. We have these we're in spring. We have the fall we're registering for now, and we do run out of space rapidly, so try to get to us. And if you can't get us online, call us at 212-360-0022. Clark?
And as for Joe Pete, he's the best in the business right here.
That's all right. I don't know. I was a ham at one time, but my wife, she cut me up. I'm telling you, she's trying to feed me.
You're having some wife problems.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Something going on there.
Something's going on at home. Well, anyway, that's it. We'll be back.
All right.
Next week.
Let's go! game. Good game. Good game.
That was really good baseball today. Now, granted, the team we played, they were okay. But listen, you guys were focused the whole game, which was really nice to see. I really hate that we only played 4 innings. Guys that were on the bench more, I apologize, but I could only get, we had 8 innings to get guys in.
Guys, well played game. You took your opponent seriously. Okay, when you take your opponent seriously, you're going to perform much better. Okay, and that's what you did today for both games. All right, you're coming with this attitude when you're up at bat that you're going to hit the ball, and all of you did that today. Good hits, good fielding, great pitching by Sam. Theo, had a boy. James tossed some gas up there at the end.
Yes,
loved it. I'm sure that mound helped, right?
Yeah. Remember how I talked about how you guys played down to that team when we played them? Yeah. That's why we tied them. You played your regular baseball the whole time today. Do you see the difference? Yeah. You stay there and do the same thing that we always do.
You got to take your opponent seriously. You got it. You go with an attitude like that, you're not going to be successful. You got to be like, crush these guys, and that's what's going to happen.
Okay, good job. All right, hands in. Eagles on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Tell me about today's game, bud.
It was awesome. I got my second double ever. We played better than last week, and we beat them really badly.
How'd you do today?
I did good.
What'd you do?
Well, I had 2 singles, reached on an error, and a fielder's choice, and 3 stolen bases.
Excellent.
There's not much to say because there's not much to think about. I mean, I was just in the zone, as many people call it.
You pitched well today.
Thank you. That was really fun. I'm upset that we only got to play 8 innings, but today was great.
Thanks, dude.
It was totally fun catching him because, it just was.
When you take your opponent seriously, and you come into the game with a positive attitude, but you're going to play well and take your opponent seriously, you're going to play much better. If you go into a game thinking we're going to struggle, you're setting yourself up for failure. And these guys didn't do that today. They came in here and played very well.
Thanks, Coach.
Jump in for the camp.